Thank you very much, Terry. I brought a little small Bible here, but time is upon us, so I can't touch most of it. I want to do something tonight. I want to call one young lady. 1982, she got her foot mashed up in Bendals from the quarry. And 1982, they promised her a house. She finally got her home. Eldra Bachelor, where are they? Eldra! Finally get a house now in North Sound Development. She got a house now. I made sure, of course the PM nagged me and cussed me and so on, but I finally made sure. She got her keys yesterday. And she will move in the house very soon, Eldra Bachelor. And she's a happy woman tonight. We don't make empty promises. And part of our problem is correcting mistakes that they have made over the years. I want to tell you something. I want to urge all of you to pray for this party. Pray for us. We mean well. I don't know of any one of our candidates that don't mean well to this country. Pray for us. And they believe that I will win this election. But God knows best. I have done my best in our culture. Our culture in Antigua is on the move. You don't believe me? Go to the market on Saturday morning. And look at the amount of food you see down there. Despite the weather, farmers are working hard. I want to compliment all of them for their hard work. I started 2,000 projects in this country that I'm very proud of. And they say the ones that follies, we can't get them sell. One man came and won by 10. Another one came and won by 15 one time. I said, no, you can't get none. They're for first-time homeowners only. And we started a rent-to-own concept, where you pay 5% down and you pay a rent every month. That go towards your payment for the house. And they're all gone right now. About 3 or 4 more left. Antiguans are coming for them. And moving in them. On the 7th, we have a dedication of the North Sound Housing Project. It's a wonderful, the best housing development ever took place for poor people in this country is at North Sound. Don't take my word for it. Go and look at it. Go and look at it. I want to urge you. Today on the radio, somebody called and said how we're giving land to foreigners and they want land. No foreigner can get land in Antigua, just so. You have to be a citizen of the country. If some Antiguans getting land and selling them to foreigners, not we selling them. And we can't stop them from doing it. So the law of this country says very clear that you have to be a citizen of this country, or you apply for what is called an alien land holding license to be able to buy land privately, not from government. And cabinet would have to decide whether you get the land to buy or not. It's very difficult for non-nationals to buy land in Antigua. When you're a citizen, by adoption, it's easy, you can buy land. But so don't worry, people talking nonsense. They're trying to blame people for all kind of nonsense. And somebody, the young man on the radio today, think he's smart. I tell him I want to talk about Humphreys and the story. And he dodged me and dodged me and dodged me and draw a line over it. But I am hurt about that. That I was in my restaurant business when he sold the promissory note to Safati. And I had to now go in court to defend Antigua against that. And he walking around with his shoulder high in the air. I want y'all. Me not go jail for nobody. Who thief and go jail. Me not thief that for nobody. So when me go, me can talk the truth. So I give them the file that I have from the office and tell them, you all do what you have to do. Don't call my name. The government was not responsible. Because I don't know no minister of agriculture have the power to sign $10 million with the promissory note. That is the job for the Minister of Finance, not Minister of Agriculture. But in Labour Party time, anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes. And that's the problem. They want to go back there to make sure they cover up all the nastiness that they committed. All the nastiness. Our Prime Minister didn't want to do too much investigation, but we could have done 1 million investigations in about 1 million different corruption charges against all of them. It would cost the country millions of dollars in investigation. So we decided to forget it. I had somebody that I could have put in jail for thieving poor people around here when I was a social transformation. One person was bringing around the money in the envelope for poor relief and signing for everybody. So when I see them, I ask, none of the people here can sign tall for themselves. We found out that half the people them dead. Half the names on the paper, people died. 3, 4, 5, 10 years, and she was still picking up the envelope with the money and bringing it around and signing for them. We have people that go to jail. We have people that could have gone to jail. But we cleaned up that system. And when I finished cleaning up that system, I was able to add more people to the list and double the benefits. Because we saved so much money. We don't tell you half the things we did to get this country right. We can't be bothered about those trivialities. Running this country and creating benefit for the majority of the people was our aim. Not to be distracted and tie up in court in a minute with things and can't move. We went to work, and what you have in Antigua today, a 12% poverty level as against 20 and 30 and 40%. Imagine that. Give Antigua a big hand. For the last 20 or 30 years, I'm sponsoring and co-sponsoring Urlings football team. For the last 35 years, I found SAP, and Bill SAP was the manager of SAP for about 10 years. You know, I did those things. And they come out here and tell Urlings team that they must put on Samantha on the shirt, and that Assad came and told them that, and that they will give them $20,000. Thank God they have decency. They tell them no. He bought a come help Howie for all them years and never wore the name on the shirt. I can't put on nobody's name. But you see, God is asleep. God is not sleeping. He's making people think. And while I'm happy Urlings promoted to Premier, it's going to be hard for me. Because Premier team costs plenty of money. It costs up over $100,000 this year. All over $100,000 for one season. So Premier team not cheap. And you know, if the boundaries change, they get Jennings too. So we can have Jennings, SAP, and Urlings. And so I want to put the entire business community around South. We want our help. Me knock on our door, we want help. 10 here, 10 there, 20 there, 30 there, thousands may talk to help them, because these young people are doing well. I don't want them to go astray. I want them to focus and become people, respectable people in this community. So you got to get up and help me. So I want to thank them for their support so far. Sugar Ridge sponsored SAP. Digicel sponsored Urlings. I want to thank them. We have to up the ante this time around. It can cost more to maintain them. We got to pay all them young men that now work to playing football and salary every week so they can live. We're doing that. So we're moving to the next level. I want to congratulate them. PM, Howard Lover, Minister of Finance, Trevor Walker signed an agreement this week to finally get the lights in Urlings grounds. I planned the 6 posts several years ago. I promised them the light several years ago. The time has come for us to put lights and floodlights in this ground so that we can get lights that can play match at nights. And so I promised them I'll do it. PM and Lover have helped me. Because I am man on a night till me get light out here. I am not me one sucker now when it comes to my people. I want light out here before the football season start. They need to practice late at night and early in the morning, like everybody else. So one street light, the floodlight in the grounds early. The young man Hewlett don't do the estimate, give it the lovely Minister of Public Works. He approve it. Lovell pull the purse string and get out some money to get it done now. Can me one light out here. Take my salary for 3 months or 4 months, I don't care. Put lights out here now. It's first priority. I want to thank you all for coming. I have to leave a few minutes to the Prime Minister. He has to come. I won't talk about my opponent because the poor child don't understand politics. And they feel if they go to Obierman and they tell them to eat turkey berry and swim in the sea every morning, that'll make them win election. But them little man I walk with can't help nobody. No power is better than God's power. And I pray morning, noon, and night. And God tell me I will win the seat again. So no Obierman can help me. Thank you and good night.